I know these guys right here. Let me answer one of the reasons you never see a Bigfoot just right here. Like someone just walking, cutting through the woods. Because they sit and... These guys are like sophisticated, successful Sasquatch. Like he's sitting up in a seat at the top. I find them. They're all at the top up here. I filmed him. He was like a dog man. Like a big, giant black dog man with all these little dudes around him. And then I went back and found his spot. They just sit up there. That's why. He's not doing anything else. He's just up there at the top at a seat. That's all. In fact, that's all he does. A little bump good there. I'm trying to check this rock. It's amazing to me that there's a trident in front of that rock. That looks really strange to me. They're out all over. You guys, that's how they do it here. So just so you know, whether that's them or not, that's what it'll look like. And that's where that's how they're out. They're not just running around in the field. It's nothing like what your brain wants it to be or thinks it should be. And I can say that because my brain is the exact same thing. That's how I know what your brain wants, because we're all uniquely the same that way. Like in certain, like where's the movement? Why isn't he walking across the field? Because people aren't shooting at them like that first incident. The rules hadn't changed on their side. There was no technology to fight with humans yet. It's amazing, you guys. What they've been doing over this year. The ranger, she thought I stopped for her, and she backed up. She's like, hey, she goes, Mark. I was like, yeah. I was like, how'd you know that? She goes, I've seen 100 of your videos. I was like, are you kidding me? She's like, I got your back out here. Don't worry about it. Do your thing. And she just left. We didn't even say hello. That was just so weird. Oh man, that's so cool though. The ranger. Sorry, that is a shadow. That's a shadow. That no one really knows who I am up here, but they know about me. So the cops all know who I am. I don't know if all of them know, but some of them know. Because when he pulled me over, I got pulled over a while back. Look at the one thing's a trident. I got pulled over a while ago, and he's like, oh. He's like, I know who you are. So someone's talking about me. The officials know about me. And then I had no idea that one of the rangers watches my videos. She's not a ranger. She's just a park service gal. Oh, you know what? Let's go zoom. So there's my spot. So there's the spot that was just built overnight. Do you think they were hiding if they said, hey, let's build something right there? Actually, look for timestamps because I get them right there. It's better than anywhere in the world. On the rocks. Like I stood next to them. Seen them with my own eyes while I was there. Doesn't it look weird, doesn't it? They just built that. How do you figure? I mean, like, how do you figure they move those giant rocks? They're not doing it physically. I believe that some of these guys out here hold incredible strength, but not that strength. Yeah, enough to kick your ass, not to lift up, 70-ton boulders. So there's no question about it, even though it's hard for me to believe as well, that they have technology and they with that tech can, believe it or not, it's not hard to believe if you look at all the rock people's videos and mine, that they can move rocks. Look at Stonehenge. You'll see Stonehenge and still not believe it, right? There's no possible way any equipment can move those things into place when they were built, yet people still don't believe it. Do you see how dumb people are? How simple-minded they are? It wasn't told to them on their TV, so they just simply can't believe it. You guys, look what they do across the street. I don't try to get enough timestamps over there. Look at that. If you walk over there and see, you'll see just how impossible that is. And then all the stuff behind it is like tridents and stuff. Never. Do you think, like, you know, I would have made it up on it, like, oh yeah, guys, I saw them yesterday. Never, ever have I seen them over there, or anything over there. Yet I have filmed, like, undeniably them. In fact, there's a tree. I should go back. You know, it's like you catch a guy inside of a tree that's like carved out, and then I don't go back. You know, like, even though it's across the street, like, I should go back and look at that tree. Don't you think? Think I should go there right now? I was not going because it's very tough right now, you guys. It's cold, which is not a big deal for me at all. The cold doesn't bother me out there at all. It bothers me at home, but not like if I'm in the mountains. I expect it out there. You know, long johns. You dress properly. You're fine. Right in there. Should I go? Should I do that real quick? It's unexpected. Yeah, let's do that real quick. So let's do this differently. I was in here. I did this video just like a month ago, so I don't want to. And I wasn't planning on it, but I was like, you know, I film these things inside the trees and then I don't go back. It doesn't make any sense, right? So let's go back and check it out. I feel like this is too easy. I think that's one of the reasons you can see the walking that goes in here is crazy. I think it's one of the reasons I blow this off. I really do. I think it's too easy. You can see where they walk. It's incredible where they walk right in here. They're all right in there. And there's a structure back there. If I remember correctly, you just go right through here, which I'm going to do really quick. I'm not doing any kind of breakdowns. Look at this tree, you guys. I'm seriously blown away by it. Oh, wow. They got more. Look, and they put this one here. Look, I swear to God, you guys, I promise. They stuck that one in there. You guys hear? I'm not kidding, you guys. Look, and here's more. Those I knew. These are all leaning. See? There used to be ones here, you guys, that were sharpened at the end. They literally sharpened them. I thought maybe they were getting fished with them or something. Look at the size of this tree. It's so old. It's got splits in it like this. It's so heavy. It's so old. There's sticks. I'm thinking about just climbing up this thing one day. Love you guys. Isn't that cool? And then I didn't show you last time, but how the tire is halfway in and out. It's just a crazy thing. This is all one giant trident structure. I said I wasn't going to break it down, so I won't. With a totem pole. And then this tree is over here, so that's why I'm here. Another leaning stick. It's a magical, look at the size of that crack. It's a magical tree. I wish I could understand it. Look at the X. And then this thing was back here. So they had done all this. The last time I came, here's all the pricklies. I was over in here. You can see how they walk through here. It's an incredible thing. You guys, look at these things. These things kill me. You guys, they're inside my trailer and like in my bed. Look at the teepee they did right there. See how they see, no matter what, if they're here, they have to do it. They have to. I'm kind of glad I did this. And then this tree was back here, so I was standing over there somewhere. Look at the trails, you guys. Okay. And then on the trail, so the trail's right there. I don't know how well it comes out on the camera, but you can see it perfectly, right? There's the X on their trail. And then there's the teepee thing right there. And then on the other side of the tree is this. I never even try to see these guys because I don't think I can. They're physical beings. I swear to God to you. These are physical beings. See, this is what's great about the winter, things that you can't see normally, where they have these walkways that go into places like that. You can see it's all been bent over. It's like a hut. They have them all across the street. I haven't been there in 2 years. So there's their thing. I zoomed over here. Oh, wow. Okay, so this makes it even more special, guys. I'm almost sure. Let me get back. Look at the structures. This is just like a giant Bigfoot world. It's just that it's all hidden. So I was right here, and I thought the tree was open. Wow, so it's not visible to your eyes. And somewhere in here, I zoom back, and he was inside the tree. And now I'm not seeing an inside to any trees. Was I right here? Look at the thing. All right, let's make this quick. I feel like I can't be long here because I already did a video here. I'm mental like that. Look at this, you guys. There's no way that could happen. Look at the teepee. And then you get this old... There's no question that's hollow. I thought he was further behind it. Never have I heard these guys, or have I seen them, but I have documented the evidence like unbelievably. And this is why. This is why these guys can be in your backyard in a busy town or giant city, okay? These guys can be. These guys are different than like a dogman or like a Bigfoot, okay? Do they know them? Absolutely. Look at where they go. See, it's not matted from the weather. It's matted from them. See, look. Outwards. Should be matted. It's not. It's right only matted down where they're walking. Let's just take another, because I can't be in here in the summer, so let's just take a quick look, because I want to get on down the road. There's more stuff in the tree. Tell me if you get timestamps, I'll be curious. Look at how they walk through here. Yes, this is where they live. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. So that timestamp, I'll see if I can find it. I don't know which computer. It depends, because a lot of times you see me, I'll say I'll put a picture and I don't, because I'm on the wrong computer. I don't have them both. I don't have them all my stuff on both yet. So I'll go to like my snapshots where I know I have those screenshots, and then they'll be on my other computer. But you guys remember, I know you remember me zooming into that guy inside the tree back there. One more thing, I want to see the hut on the river one more time. See, here's their huts. This is all an invisible hut right here. See, that's a giant hut right there. Walkways right into it. Hey guys! You can just sit right inside of it. You guys are killing me over here. The walking in here is incredible. This is the best time of year because you can see it. You can see it all, like all the grass is dying, and I love it. All right, let's just take a look at the teepee and let's get out of here. The places it always works out though, where the places where I wasn't going, even though it's across the street, I'll get something on the video or something will happen. Because they just run all the way through here. I assume nighttime, you know. But you guys, it very well may just be whatever time. They can just do it invisibly. Look at the X. So what you're seeing now, I've never seen, because you can't get through here in the summer. Not without getting that stuff all over you and you can't see. Okay, here's where the beaver is. Look at the size. Okay, that's special. So here's the beaver. And then look at the size of this thing. There's one of those big weird nests up inside too. Sorry. I've caught them in there. There's more than likely this is where some are hiding right now. Some of those little ones, but I just can't. I'm not even gonna bother timestamping them. Beaver just cut that one. Look, he just cut it and left it. I can't stand the ranch and the farmer mentality around here. They all want to kill all the animals. They want to kill all the coyotes and all of the beavers. It kills me. I mean, it's just nature. Like, well, they're obstructing I had a talk with Lee about, like, they're obstructing the waterways for the cows and blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. They're destroying the raccoons, or they want to kill the raccoons, are destroying my barn. I'm like, I don't care. It's nature. Let it happen. We have money. We can fix it. Right? They can't go out and work. They don't know our rules. I think it's a mistake us messing with just killing things to eat, sure, but to killing things because it's a nuisance, I think it's a mistake. You should be appreciating that, not murdering it. I think it's a big mistake. So there's this huge thing right here, and there's an awesome one right there. I was gonna show you the, oh, they made a hut over there. Or that's a beaver. Oh, that's an out of water beaver dam? What? No way. Look at that thing. Let's go check that out. Just look at this world over here that I have never seen before. It's simply amazing how trampled it is. Okay, so this is the beaver. He's coming in and out right here. So a lot of these trails are probably beaver related, but I don't know. I think that's perfect cover for them. There's another one of those ridiculous sized nests. It's ridiculous, yes. Good grief. That's my new thing. Good grief. Get it from Neil. It's an old school saying. Good grief. That's why it says it on my last video. I don't have internet, so I haven't been able to check the messages on it, but people are like, probably think I'm like, I literally just put it on there because it was in my head. Had nothing to do with the video. Good grief. Can I stand there? I doubt it. Can you drink this water? Absolutely. That's crazy how I've never seen a beaver. We're doing this this is hopefully not Bigfoot. So I guess this is a beaver trail I'm on. Oh yeah, look at it outside the water. Amazing. He must have made it one that was coming down fast. Okay, so not as amazing as I thought, but I'm going to show it to you since I walked all the way through that. And I'm on a part of the river I've never seen before. That's pretty cool. He's got this little back pond too. So what he did is he blocked this off. And he has this nice little like stagnant pond back there, which is probably where he comes in and out. Like he makes structures too. Can they hide in that? Absolutely. Look at the bone. Been in the river for a long time, most likely elk. Real heavy, which means it's probably got, it's waterlogged. All right, that was all. I've never been in here before. It's hard to get in here. Let's see. Much. I can tell that the town has because there's a name for something. Doesn't look like it's used much. All right, bye. You know what's weird is that people, not weird, but people are obsessed with the gun I lost over here. Everybody. Even Lee across the street still talks about it. Oh, what the heck was that? An ice frog? Get out of here. I don't know what that could have been. Something jumped from here and I saw it swim real fast into the current. I don't think there's frogs out in the wintertime. It's actually above freezing. It's 40 right now. It's beautiful. That's why. I really believe if these guys travel that they'll use the river, like especially if they're just gonna go a mile down. They just walk right in the river. Interesting, I'm guessing that's active. A little unusual, right? It's like out of the water. He built it, it's literally up on the bank, and then he has this water in the back. Smart beaver, I mean, there's a thought process there. Over now. What I missed the first time. Here's this beaver spot I'm coming back to. Watch. Okay, so it's an X. It's a trident X. Double trident, right? It's all meant never to be seen. They love to leave the trident-like things on the ground. Okay, beaver's been in here a little bit. Okay, but watch. It's a giant X. A trident X. Look at that. Right, you got it coming across the bottom. Look at this, you guys. This is the others. This is their spot. Right here. Go in there. You guys here? Of course they're here. I come over at night in the truck sometimes. They don't make noise then either. Oh wow, you guys, look at this. I found their spot. This is so hidden back here. I live across the street and I've never found this. Look at this. I had no idea you could get in here until the fall, and I was actually over here. The trails going through here is incredible. I don't know if it's them or the beaver or both. I'm thinking the beaver's cover. Look at this world where they can never be seen. Nobody comes in here, I can tell you that much. I live across the street. I know what people do over here. They walk down the path. That's what they do. Trident. Big weird bush. No gun. Trails going that way. Wallow. Look at it all packed. Look at that. It's not deer. They didn't come through this to get here. Look, everything's structures and broken on purpose. There's no way a vine broke like that. The wind doesn't, you could have 1,000-mile-an-hour wind, it's not going to break a vine. That thing has been broken on purpose. And then here's like some kind of system going on that you're not supposed to ever notice. We're not meant to notice that. All right, I guess I'm not really supposed to be here right now. Because I was driving, I'll put the clip in, I was just driving out and I was going to start talking for a second. And then I was like, let me just go back. I said something about, like when I see something in a tree, I go back, and then I went back this time and I couldn't see the tree. That's the crazy part. The camera sees through some of the magic. You guys, I've done it so many times where you'll see the tree. Like, that's not a good example because it's small, and it looks fine, but yet there's a spot like that. And it's completely open and he's inside of it. But to human eyes, the tree looks, he has technology covering the tree. It's not that hard to believe, guys. Look at our tech and where we've come in 100 years. What if they're 20,000 years ahead of us? You know, their tech is all different. It's a completely, remember, everything they do is different. They're different, their world is different. The way they think might be different. Their gadgets might be different. I think a lot. That's why we deal with Bigfoot, not the others, not Alice in Wonderland, because he, to me, in my opinion, is the closest thing to relatable to us out here. There might be a few others like him too, but it's one that he's also comes with authority, right? He's usually big and nothing but kind in my experience. So they're really representing, you know, people go into shock because they don't, like, look, let me give you an example and let me turn this off, okay? You're on that path walking, all of a sudden, there's thousands of stories like that. I was being stalked by monsters, things like that. All the dude did, maybe he had a good vibe about her or something, was just look at her, like look out of his spot. And now, through the human eyes, She's had a horrible, traumatizing experience. Okay, do you get it? Nothing happened at all. She's here. She's still here telling the story. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they don't want to see me. I won't go down. It's all the way down there. Oh no, there's another one. You guys, there's another hut. I was gonna go see the other one, the hut on the water, but there's another hut over there. They're all right here. They live in places like that. They hide in places like that, I should say. If it's bouncy, it's the best I can do. I'm not looking. I'm filming behind me. All right, I didn't want to do another video over here, but I'll just throw this in and then I'll put some other stuff in. Watch as you go. Trident like. Right. This is what it looks like. You guys, I guess I have to keep doing this over and over because people don't seem to understand that I film, whether I'm in deep forest at high elevation where no human being has ever walked before, or I'm across the street where people walk every day. It's the same thing, okay? Whether I'm in this forest or a high elevation pine forest, you will see the same thing. Here, they clearly, I hate to use that word, clearly go out of their way to be discreet. They don't want anyone to notice anything, and no one ever would. Besides maybe you guys. You know, like besides someone that was looking. You did. That's all it is. You just have to be looking. If you're not looking, you'll never notice it. Right there, they tell you, right? They always tell you. Always. That's the crazy part. And then there's the tree. So as you walk by, they look at people. They know you're there. The most magical tree. You guys, you gotta trust me, okay? How special. They have new, thin, leaning sticks there. So those sticks, there's no way are for little tiny people. I can't figure it out. It's like some of it's like symbols or... Because that's why I swear I really struggled for a while with, is this us dead? You know, like you die and you pick an avatar, you know, and this is us dead. That to me made more sense than anything. I'm just doing this for timestamps, not to hear me talk. Right? That makes so much sense. This is us dead. That's why there's more of them all the time. I don't know, you know, it was hard for me to get out of that. You know, but it's at the same time that's ridiculous because there's so many different ones. Why would some have fur? Why would some be smooth? Like, it doesn't make sense. They're physical. So if you're dead, you probably aren't physical, right? You're some kind of spirit or something, I would assume. So some of it's very difficult. These are all like pretty simple things to process, like the actual question, but to answer it is very difficult. And I'll never begin to try unless I have some kind of backup, you know. Well, that's not true. I begin to try, but how do we get over that? Repetition, you guys. It's the same thing as anything humans have ever accomplished. Repetition, okay? Airplanes, cars, boats. Everyone failed at first. Everyone. The Wright brothers didn't go too well at first. Like, you know, it all took practice. And those guys are experimenting with physical things in front of them. We're trying to find something that is incredibly good at fooling us. V-tree that turns into two tridents. I know you just want to see them walk up and stand there. They're going to do that for us. They've already done it for me, but a couple of times where I thought, now I look back and I'm like, I think he wanted me to film him, but I didn't do it because I didn't want to be disrespectful. I'm willing to do anything to prove to them that they can trust me. Nothing can buy me, even a moment I may never get back again. You know, I'm taking a chance that way, you know. This is like a gladiator. What a good movie. Over and out. So, to answer a question people have been asking me since the day I started this, does weather affect them? How does it affect them? You know, it's a tough question. And from what I see, because I can't answer it like 100%, but pretty close, I think. It's absolutely affects them. Does it stop them? No, absolutely not. I think the answer is the same for us as it is them. It affects us 100% weather. We have to adjust for it. They don't just like jump down, like as soon as there's snow, like they don't like clear their seats off, stuff like that. So they literally change what they do. And then we get like timestamps of them like up in the trees, things like that. Like there's no question about it that they don't leave the evidence where they're spending their time in the snow. Just a little bit. Like if you go into a Bigfoot world, which is hard to do in the snow, because I can't get there. But I've done it before, and it's there's just like weird little things here and there, and where something came up out of the ground and you can't understand what it was, you know, but they're definitely adjusting to weather. I don't think they're out nearly as much. I think you will see like random footprints, but I believe these others and all these little aliens and stuff are all in the ground and probably not far. And I think they come up for like a little while, you know, and I think they may be able to control body temperature with their brain. But I think it's also, I believe that if telepathy and all that is legit and you can control, you know, in other words, you have a cold and you could just think it away, that those even that's limited, right? It's not like even though because believe it or not, that 90% of our brain is a superpower, I believe, and it was taken from us, thank God. Because I think, you know, people are like, God doesn't make mistakes. Well, I think he made one, and that was making us too powerful, making us too smart, you know. I don't even know if God knew, you know, like my parents will say yes, but I don't believe that even he knew what would happen throwing us into the mix. Like, you know, all of a sudden you have these humans, like how can you see the future? Like I bet you he didn't know. I bet you it was, you know, there's an experiment. That's the free will. People will argue that, but, and I'm not like saying it wholeheartedly, but like people will argue, you know, there's something going on with free will. That's all I've seen it with them. I've seen it with, there's something, we're supposed to make these crazy mistakes and people could stop you, or, you know, God, like angel, like things could intervene, but they don't. It's a crazy thing. There's something about our mistakes and our free will, you know. Let me answer one more thing in a little bit of a crazy situation. So, like, you know, people like a baby, you know, dies. You know, how could there be a God? How could he let that happen? Remember, that's your pain, not anybody else's. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, your friends feel bad, but that's, you don't know that baby may have just been blessed by God himself. What if we all feel very blessed to be here, but what if this isn't this what if this isn't what you think it is? You know what I mean? What if that's a blessing? You know, I mean, my brain doesn't believe that, but, you know, there's something about being alive that's got to be okay. But I just, you know, think about everything. So just what if, you know, these are blessings, you know, only the good die young, you know, things like that. I lost some amazing people in my life at 30 and 40 years old, three of them. One was 32 or 40. And there was something very, very special about all three of them. I'm not just saying that. You got to trust me on this, you guys. Like, really, really special people that were loved by everyone around them. And then all of a sudden they're gone. It just doesn't make sense, you know? So I'm not suggesting that. I'm just saying, what if? You know, you gotta think on all ends of the spectrums. Everything, no matter how crazy. Because, you know, guys, look, here's the one thing. I've realized that if it's crazy outside of our world, if it seems crazy, typically that's the answer. Nothing jives. oh yeah, that must be it. So that's how it is. Like, so it's not it. So unless you think it's crazy, I'll tell you, they're always sliding down. Remember those big slides? Well, there's one right there. That might just be from a deer or something, but man, I don't know why they always do it in the same spot. Remember I had the huge one, it was like 4 feet wide? Because they go right up there. Okay, let's do this. I haven't done this in, I guess, a year or two. Let's get everything off. They know, it's so blatant. It's not like it takes them a quarter of a second to vanish. So when they don't, it's because they want me to see them. They want you to see them. And sometimes I feel like it's too late, and that's why you'll see them all just frozen. There he is. Right next to the rock face. You see him? Not an accident, you guys. He's right there. I can't zoom that far. There he is. There's no way something's that black back there. That looks like a Bigfoot. He's guarding. Guys, look at the rock face next to him. You can see the eyes. You can see everything. Look at the rocks stacked on the right. Do you guys get it now? Look at there. It's too bizarre of a situation. You have a giant rock face. You have a giant crazy stacking, or the pillars, right, on a huge mound. That looks unusual. It looks like a freaking condo ordered from Mars, okay? Amazon/Mars.com. And there he is. And he knows I'm looking, and he's not going to move. Because I could zoom back. That's never been there before, okay? This is something I zoom on all the time. So I'm not playing it, like I'm not going to sit here for 45 minutes and zoom on him. He's never been there before. That thing, I think, has. You see that thing I just zoomed on? I think I see that every time I zoom. There's the chimney, I call it. Usually I can see in there. Do they block it? I can usually see that corner better. Look how weird that is, too, in front. There's a spot. It's all been made. Let's go back to my boy. Where'd he go? This is like my least favorite of the spots. No offense to zoom on because it's really difficult. I see these spots. Look for those cracks. They just come out right there. Remember, the Bigfoot told me some. I said, I know you hide your entrances. He said, no hide. That's how he said it. No hide. He said, some big enough for me and some aren't big enough for me. So right there, he told me. See, he knows I see him. Can you give us a wave? Look how weird that pile of rocks is, you guys. That's him. It's one of them, believe me. I know, I have the ultimate confirmation inside of my bones. It's how they do it. I mean, here, I don't know what, people want to see like Patty footage, which I could have got a couple times, actually. It's amazing how someone gets famous over footage like that when there was actually, I think, a bunch of murders happening as that happened. They were shooting at them. That's that people don't realize. No one ever knows anything. They don't know the real truth to anything. When I've accomplished more than that Gilman, whatever the heck the guy's name is. will ever, I've accomplished more on my worst video than that guy has ever done in his life. And meanwhile, he's around signing autographs, and he's done nothing. He knows nothing of this subject. Not to take away from anybody, because I don't want to do any of that. Let someone else sign autographs. I wouldn't sign autographs if you paid me $1 million. I don't need that. People need. Look at me. I'm not just saying it, guys. I live out here for 5 years by myself. Okay, I don't even get to kiss a girl because I'm the real deal.